Hi guys, and welcome to your daily tarot reading for Saturday the 30th of April 2022. Thanks for joining me. We have a new moon in Taurus happening on this day, so I've made a separate video on that. It's a really special new moon because it's a black moon, and that's very much about recharging your batteries and looking to the future and being a pioneer and saying, what can I do next? So if you want more information, check out that video. But for this video, I want to look at the Universal Tarot again. And I want to see what the cards take on the 30th of April is, because the tarot always has its own unique perspective. So let's see what that is. So I'm going to choose 3 cards here. Just shuffle them a few times first. Okay, first card, the 9 of Wands. Okay, so the worst is behind you. You've edited, you're focusing on 1 or 2 particular things, and that allows you to heal and to move on and to make progress. Nice. Then we've got the Knight of Swords, who is really the speediest of all the cards in the tarot, I would say. The horse is always kind of panicked. He's in the middle of rushing into some sort of a battle. And the Knight of Swords is the card that's most associated with reckless behavior or acting on a whim. It's all very, very quick. He doesn't know exactly what's going on, but he's jumping into the fray. So the fact that we've got these 2 cards together here, they're saying that the past is kind of done with. You don't need to understand every detail in order to heal and to face the future. In fact, certain things, oh, that's an interesting message. I don't know if I agree with that, but the message I'm getting is that you don't need to understand absolutely everything in order to heal from certain situations. Oh, that's news to me. I always thought I had to understand all my traumas and difficulties in order to get over them. The cards are saying here that time heals all wounds, whether you get certain things or not, and that you can heal without perfect understanding, and that if you focus on what makes you happy and what brings you joy in the now, you should gallop ahead with that. You should sprint ahead with it. You shouldn't just walk or run. You should make it as quick as possible. So there are great opportunities in front of you today. Okay, so that's very aligned with the kind of new moon energy, which is all about new beginnings. And then we've got the 3 of Pentacles, which is about expertise in a practical sense. So particularly if you've had a challenging ride in your working life, or doing something that feels like your life purpose. So basically, if you've been in jobs that have always just been jobs that pay the bills, but you've never enjoyed it, or you've never had a passion turn into a job, then this is the time and day to look at that again, to see what's available to you. Because you've got this young man here, he's an expert artist. He's chiseling away at this statue. He's really young, so it's not that he's able to create such wonderful things because he's got all this experience. Otherwise, these 2 could do it themselves, right? They're older. But he's got something that no one else has. It's a God-given talent that he can use, experience or no experience, to create something that's far more elevated and amazing than other people can create, even if they've been studying sculpture for 30, 40 years. So the cards are saying there's something that resides in you that's super, super valuable. And if you turn that into your job, your career, you're going to put yourself in a position of being the artist or the expert, someone who is really operating from a position of expertise and talent. And it gives you a lot more freedom and kind of status in life, because you'll be paid better, you're enjoying the job. Other people who see the great work that you do then respect what you're doing, and the whole experience takes on a very different flavor. Then, for instance, if you're working in a circus, mucking out the elephants, and you've been doing that for 20 years and you just resent every moment of it. He looks like a circus performer to me. Okay, so the cards in themselves, first of all, the 9 of Wands, you can see this guy resting on 1 wand, and he's super strong here. So he's had to kind of work his way through this barrier. He's had to pull one of the rods out of the earth and to say, I pick one. And rods or wands is fire. That's life purpose. So you can't support everyone else, nor can he do 9 things at the same time. He's got 1 or 2 gifts. Maybe it's his strength or it's his ability to do acrobatics or whatever. If he focuses on that, then he gets a bit more freedom. Then he has the room to breathe, and then he can actually do something about it. So the first thing is to gain understanding of what is important to you and to put them in order of priority. So the thing that I care about most, the next best thing, then, and to really at most pick 1 or 2. And by choosing this, you're able to close off this cycle of being dissatisfied in your life purpose, in your working life, and to say, I choose this, and that's going to make my future look very different. So the first step is to choose what it is you like and what motivates you and what brings you joy. It's not about what's available in the paper and what pays well and what's available in your area. It's about what you like to do. Step 2 then is to embrace that and to say, I'm going to find a way of making this work. Let's say he enjoys the acrobatic stuff. I'm going to train every day at my local gym, and I'm going to do that for myself, and that makes me happier. Or I'm going to apply to the local circus and see if they can train me as a gymnast or an acrobat. And I'm going to look at all the circuses or gymnasiums in town today, this morning. I'm going to ring them all up and see who's got an opening. So you get very clear on what brings you joy, and then you have the confidence and the impatience even to make it happen for you now. So you can see that this horse obviously is moving quickly. We've got the clouds down here. So they're running above the clouds. So he's moving at great speed, and he's above any kind of rules or instructions or things that keep him controlled, and he's now elevated from that, and he can land wherever he wants. The sword in his hand, that's about ideas and perspective and the ability to make a decision. So if anything, you're going to be super ready to speak and to decide and to commit to things. But then also he's got all this strength, this guy, right? He's a knight, and he's got this red cape floating in the wind. So he wants to do what brings him joy in life, but that situation may be saturated, or he may have to deal with family members who disapprove, or he may face some sort of an obstacle, right? The strength that he has means he can face the obstacles and overcome them. The downside of the Knight of Swords usually is not doing your homework and rushing into a situation anyway. But that warning, I don't think, is relevant on this day. We get the good parts of the night because this is the homework being done. You are step 1. This is what I love and enjoy. I've always loved and enjoy it. So I've got free reign here, excuse the expression with the actual reins, but to make it happen for myself. And do sprint, don't run, because you've got the 3 of Pentacles waiting for you, and that's this amazing position where you can really shine. 3 in itself in numerology is communication and new beginnings. So communicate with what makes you happy, run out the front door, put yourself in this new position, and you can turn your life around as it relates to particularly your working life purpose, your career, your finances, anything practical. But also because these pentacles are earth, it's about moving house. Saying, I do want to live in Tahiti. I'm going to go see what flights are out there and make it happen for myself and land there. Or it's about the way you live, or the way you eat, or the way you feel about your body, or what else is practical? A practical creative outlet like sculpture or painting or writing, or money itself. Maybe your passion is money, and what you enjoy doing is gambling or playing the stock market. You're not particularly clued up on it, so you rush out to sign up for a financing course or economics course so that you then can invest your own money in a way that's fun for you, and you use your natural talent to to play the stock market and you're up and running. So it's the combination of a natural talent with education or taking action, because you're now clear on that talent and you want to do something about it. So the three work perfectly together. And what I'm just noticing as well is that they're all men here. And the masculine in the tarot is about building something new, and the feminine is about perfecting what already exists. So this is the start of a whole new purpose. It's not about perfecting one or rationalizing one that no longer works, but you think, oh, maybe if I just tweak it, it'll be better. No, this is saying out with the old and in with the new, and a total change of direction. So it's kind of extreme. So it's best for the people who want to turn over a new leaf completely, who want to go from being a tailor to being a jewelry maker. Or it's the people who do want to move country and start fresh. It's an extreme, excessive energy that gives you the courage that's required to completely uproot yourself and to throw your whole life in the air if you want to. So that's important, because sometimes we need to act in an extreme way if we want extreme changes or an extreme result. Number-wise, we've got 9 and 1 is 10, and 3 is 13. Yeah. 1 and 3 is 4, and 4 is structure and security and stability. Okay. So it's better if you are in a situation that you're unhappy with, actually, because you have access to all this extreme energy that puts you in a far more stable and secure and enjoyable position in future if you face the discomfort today and you are willing to make the changes. 4 in numerology is structure. In the tarot, it's the Emperor. It's the person who's in a very comfortable spot in his life. He's in charge. He's doing something that he enjoys. And he's sitting on a stone throne. So this is a permanent thing that he's enjoying in his life. So that's you. This whole process puts you in the position of being the Emperor, where you can then wake up every day and do what you love and get a lot out of it and create a lot of value for other people and rule in a good way, or rule in your own life, I should say. So I hope you have a wonderful day. If you'd like a personal reading with me, please get in touch via my website. It's gregoryscott.com. On the front page, click on book your reading to audio reading with me. I use the tarot, astrology, and numerology in my personal reading. So if you have any questions, then please do get in touch with me. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up. Hit subscribe and share the video online, please. Have an amazing day, and I'll speak to you tomorrow.